Sawadee ka, it's Natty from the Thaiger, and you're watching Thailand Top Stories, today's major news in Thailand and around the region. Stay tuned for a quick update on the COVID-19 situation here in Thailand, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Bangkok residents living near the Chao Phraya River are being warned to watch out for rising water levels after the river overflowed in areas in Bangkok and the neighboring province of Samut Prakan in recent days. The water levels in some areas have risen above the footpath and started to flow into homes. The Bangkok Metropolitan Administration, or BMA, has ordered relevant authorities to handle the situation of heavy flooding, with the Department of Drainage and Sewerage having been tasked to drain floodwater from the area. The TAT is introducing its latest tourism marketing campaign, the Visit Thailand Year 2022, with a number of strategic activities to promote the reopening of the kingdom's amazing new chapters of new normal tourism. The campaign was made at one of the world's leading travel trade shows, the World Travel Market, or WTM. This year marks the 40th year of the TAT's participation in the WTM, which was held as a live event last week and would be held virtually this week. Thailand's Red Cross is calling on the government to formalize humanitarian aid for Burmese refugees. The request was made at the third Thai Foreign Policy webinar series on ASEAN's future and crisis in Myanmar. Major regional media echoed the need for a formalized process in providing assistance to Burmese nationals. They say it is imperative to increase assistance to Myanmar due to the country's economic collapse and internal fighting, which was made significantly worse when the country's government was disbanded by a military coup on February 1. Thailand is aiming for cannabis to become a cash crop. Thailand's Public Health Minister Anutin Charnvirakul has been a vocal supporter of cannabis when it comes to CBD, saying that it is the medicinal component of the plant, but has stayed fairly quiet on actions to take regarding the psychoactive component THC. Parts of the cannabis plant, except the high-inducing THC-rich buds, were removed from Thailand's narcotic list in December of last year. Since then, numerous Thai cafes and eateries have started offering drinks and snacks made with cannabis, which has been popular among Thais. Passengers arriving into Singapore from Indonesia, Vietnam, Thailand, and the Philippines will enjoy more relaxed border measures from this Thursday. Travelers from these countries will be allowed to present a negative, professionally administered rapid antigen test, that's a mouthful, taken within 48 hours before leaving for Singapore. The government there has listed another 23 countries earlier deemed to be high risk for COVID, including Laos and India, will have border restrictions relaxed. From November 11th, the high-risk countries will be able to enter and do a 10-day at-home or hotel quarantine. Singapore will also add 3 new vaccinated travel lanes with Malaysia, Sweden, and Finland, and increase the daily quota to 6,000 travelers in total from the end of this month. Over in the Philippines, travel restrictions are also slowly being lifted as the country's recent surge in cases has been steadily dropping. The country's immigration chief says they've been looking at the experience of other countries in the region that have already opened to international tourism. Even last week, the Bureau said staff cannot apply for vacation between December until the mid of January in anticipation of an influx of passengers. Only 894,000 international travelers arrived in the Philippines over the first 9 months this year. And at least 7 people are dead in East Java and 2 in West Kalimantan after several sectors of the Indonesian archipelago were hit by heavy rainfall and flooding in recent days. In Bantu City in East Java, heavy rains caused flash floods in 6 villages, displacing 89 families, killing 7 people, and damaging 35 houses, and submerging 33 houses in mud over last weekend. Locals say the banks of 6 rivers in Bantu collapsed because of the removal of vegetation over recent years. And now for a quick update on the COVID-19 situation here in Thailand. The CCSA has reported 6,904 new cases of COVID-19 with 61 new deaths. According to the latest reports, 8,024 patients have made full recoveries in the past 24 hours. More than 80 million doses of vaccine have been given to people in Thailand so far. About 33 million people have received their second shot. The CCSA has asked airlines and airport officials to ensure that arriving international passengers meet all health requirements prior to their travel and carry all necessary documents. The CCSA has also urged the Ministry of Tourism and Sports to ensure full compliance with disease control measures among hotel operators. According to the Department of Disease Control, an average of 80.9% of the population in 17 tourism pilot provinces has already received at least one dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. And that wraps up the COVID-19 update. For more news on Thailand, go to thetiger.com or check out our evening show, Thailand News Today. สวัสดีค่ะ